Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and today I have my next update for my year-long rolling 10 pan project pan. So this is the main project pan that I'm doing for the year where I have 10 products rolled in. I roll in replacements as I use them up, and I was going to say the majority, but pretty much all of the goals that I have is to use these products up. So this is a completionist project, and so these are items that are definitely long haul and have been in for the majority of the year. At the end of this video, I also do tack on my Pan That palette. I did pick a palette with a little bit more color, so I know that I'm not going to be like using this palette up at all, but my goal for my Pan That palette is to try to hit pan on as many shades as possible in that palette. So now with that explanation out of the way, let's go ahead and roll into my project pan update. So for this update, I do have 2 roll-ins, but I don't have any roll-outs, and mainly that's because I have things that I'm so close on, and I anticipate being done with them in August, so I want to roll in their replacements kind of ahead of time so that I can start the tracking progress. So you guys know that I do my graphics, I do my weights, I do my measurements, I do all of that stuff, I do my side-by-sides, so I want to track these things from the very beginning. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to roll through my progress items in the order in which how long they've been in this project. And so our first one that has been in all year long is the Marc Jacobs lipstick in Infamous. I did, within the last couple months, I started using this lipstick as a cream blush, and that has really helped me kind of find my stride with this one. And I'll have B-roll in my graphics and everything popping up somewhere within this dialogue. But look at how small this little nubbin is on this lipstick. Look at that. I absolutely feel that this will be a empty by next update, because if hopefully I'm popping up my graphic, you guys can see how big of a jump it was with me using this just a couple times as a cream blush. And so this will be an empty, and this is my oldest lipstick. I purchased this in 2020. So it is about time for this one to go, absolutely. Now I'm going to consider this empty whenever it is flush with the plastic packaging. I will dig out the rest and make it into a cream blush, but for right now, for the empty for this project, it will be when it's flushed with that plastic component inside the lipstick. So let's see, with my differences. So last month we were at 39.35, now we're at 38.87, and I've used 0.48 grams, so almost half a gram of product. I did in my most recent Get Ready With Me, which was using the Golden palette, I did show you guys how I use this as a cream blush, so I'll make sure to link that up in the eye as Jane exits the room. I'll make sure to link that up there so you guys can check it out in my Get Ready With Me to see how I am using this as a cream blush. But that will be a very exciting empty. Now, I'm not rolling anything in that one's like space, because I really want to make sure that I'm going to finish it in August before I roll something in for it. But the next item that has been in the second longest is my e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I have this in the shade number 1, which is Fair. And we can see my markings that I have been tracking all year long. So we are all the way down to there. Look at that. Not as big of a jump. I feel like I did my makeup a decent amount of times in July. I think I did my makeup 23 times, which was an increase from me doing my makeup 17 times last month. But I just feel like I did not see as big of a jump on this one, but I still love this product. I will repurchase another one during Black Friday when I do a e.l.f. haul for the Black Friday time, but I love this. I mix this in with my foundation every single day. I keep forgetting to do my weights. I feel like I'm totally rusty with this project, but last month we were at 120.68. Now we're at 118.61. I used it 23 times, so every time that I did my foundation, and I used a total of 2.07 grams. That's pretty much on par for a normal month. So it feels like it wasn't that big of a jump, but the weights are about, I'm usually using about 2 grams to 2.5 grams, depending on how much I do my makeup. So actually that number is pretty much on par. So still working on that one. This next one here, I'm just making this pan bigger and bigger and bigger. So in this Makeup Geek Compact, this is my Ofra Chick-Lit blush that I ended up frankening together. And look at that humongous pan on there. Just look at that thing. Now I'm thinning out the middle, of course, because the pan is expanding, and it's not really that deep and thick on the edges, but I still feel like this is going to be a photo finish at the end of the year. I love this blush. Let me give you guys a swatch. I don't give a swatch every single month, but that's the color right there, and it has that shine to it, so it's actually deeper on like the quote-unquote flip, and it's lighter because it has that reflect in it. So this is gorgeous. This is this perfect sunburnt type of blush. I actually do not have this on my cheeks today because I didn't want to dip into this one and make it look different than my graphics or my B-roll. So this one here, last month we were at 37.15. Now we're at 37.41. I did wear this 4 times in July, and we are at 0.14 grams of me using this. I'm gonna really have to buckle down on this one going forward. I'm gonna do a little bit maybe of an update a little bit on my blush collection, which I almost picked up another blush today, but I resisted. I did not get it. But definitely I need to kind of buckle down and focus on this one a little bit more if I have any chances of using this blush up by the end of the year. So that is my Ofra Chick-Lit blush. And then I have my 2 pencil products. So the first one that I have that I almost dropped is the Urban Decay pencil in Vice, and I do have my, let me put down the cap, I have my little mark there where it will be empty. So definitely I've been using this one a little bit more. I've had some palettes rolled into my No Pan Left Behind and other prompts through Deck of Panning. I've had some eyeshadow palettes that call for a purple, and so I've been using this one a little bit more, but we were at 4 grams even last month. I did use this 9 times, so that's the big jump between me using it only like 3 or 4 times the past couple months. So 9 times, we're now at 3.81, and I did use 0.19 grams of this product, and you'll see in the graphic that I actually did make a pretty decent jump, mainly because I'm having to sharpen this one a whole lot more, especially to use it in my tight line. But I still have a lot of faith in myself that this will be an empty by the end of the year. My other pencil product that I have in is my ColourPop lip liner in Oh Snap, and look at how tiny this thing is getting. I do have my little mark on the pencil where it'll be empty, so we are almost there. So this one is another one that I anticipate being done in the middle or sometime in August. So I'm going to be rolling in the replacement for my Oh Snap, but this is just a beautiful, cool toned, neutral pink, absolutely stunning color. This is pretty much the color of my lips naturally. So this one really worked with a lot of different lipsticks because it just helped me define my lip line. I do really like the ColourPop lip liners, mainly because it's a decently good formula for a really good price, and they last a really long time. So with my Oh Snap, we were at 3.9 for last month. I'm now at 3.45. I don't track the number of uses because I pretty much use this lip liner every single time I get ready, so we will call this the 23 uses that I did my makeup in July. And so this one is almost done. Look at how small that thing is. So Very excited to have another lip liner out of my collection very soon. And I did pick up that lip liner in 2022. So maybe shame on me for picking up a lip liner before I absolutely needed to. I'll probably end up doing another ColourPop order around Black Friday time, and I'll probably pick up another lip liner just anticipating for next year. So if you guys have a favorite, like neutral goes with everything lip liner from ColourPop, leave me the shade down below. I would be considering going back to Little One. It's more of a warmer tone, even though I have my Pat McGrath Fembot that I want to pan, and actually Oh Snap goes really well with Fembot. So I'll have to see near the end of the year what color I end up picking up. Let's actually go into the next product is my Tarte highlighting palette. So of course I say this every time, or every time that I show this palette, I did Franken all of my highlighters together and repress them into this palette to make shades that work for me. And so this is what we're looking like. I think I did repress it since last update, so that will be I think the major difference. I repressed this second shade, which had a huge pan in it. So actually, probably what I need to do is whenever I put up I'll put up a different graphic of this one, and I'll put on there the like number of times I've used each pan, and that is since repressing it. So I think I repressed in March. So since March, I've been tracking the number of uses per pan. But if I hold it up real close, and I'm cleaning off the mirror, because actually what I do is I dip into the highlighter and then I rub my brush into the mirror to get the pigment into the bristles before putting it on. That helps me diffuse the highlight a little bit more. But if we look real close, we have pan in this one, we have pan in this one, and today I hit a little pan. You can't see it because it's kind of like a dug in pan, but there's pan. I am knocking my table and knocking my camera. I'm sorry, but there is a pan in this one as well. So technically, my goal was to hit pan on every shade, and then of course just use this palette and expand the pans. So technically, because this one had pan on it already, but I'm going to re-hit pan, but I've met goal on this because there's pan in every shade. Now, of course, I love these shades that I was able to do, and I'm actually going to use the crap out of this palette this year, but I am very excited to have pan, and that just means that those pans are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as we go along the year. But I absolutely love this palette. It's also been rolled into my my Project 10 uses, so that's helped me get more uses on these shades as well. But last month with this palette, we were at 119.69, and now we're at 119.17, so I've used 0.52, so a half a gram. And again, I'll pop up the graphic somewhere that tells you how many times I've used this palette or used each shade since I started tracking it, I believe in March. So that'll pop up somewhere so you guys can see that. Ooh, this one here also has a lot of great progress on it, and this is my Sephora gloss in Busy. It is this beautiful cool toned pink shade, and if we look at my markings, look at that huge jump. I think, again, I was using a lot more cool-toned shadows in my No Pan Left Behind, and so I really did buckle down. Now, there was a few days where I was wearing this and I reapplied while I was sitting at my work desk over there, so there are some reapplications in these numbers. But this big jump here gives me a lot of faith that I will be able to use this up by the end of the year. I love this formula, and actually I'm wearing my other one that I just purchased. This one's in Dangerous. This is what's on my lips today. So this beautiful red shade is another one of the Sephora glosses. I really do enjoy them, and they are very good, especially for the price. So you guys know I like to get everything that I can on a deal, so I'm not going to say, oh, I would spend $30 on these glosses. No, I don't want to spend $30 on anything right now. But On my Busy Gloss, we were at 39 grams even last month. Now we're at 38.06. So I did use this 8 times, 8 days that I tracked. There are some reapplications in there. And then that was 0.4 grams of use. And even like less than half a gram, but that big jump, I think it just goes to show how much packaging and how much packaging actually weighs on these products and how much actual product we're getting as far as like the little amount of actual product. So that's why, especially for a gloss, I'd rather pay either a drugstore price, or I think I got these for $7 each. I'd rather buy a $7 gloss because I know that we're getting so little product for the money. And I'll prove that on another product that's coming up shortly. And then let's see here. We have my Juvia's Place bronzer. So it's also in this Makeup Geek Compact. This is the more warm toned shade in the light duo. And so this is it right here. Like I said, I don't think that we're going to see a pan on this one until October, but definitely you can see that the compact is dirty. So I have been using it, and I'm getting maybe a tiny bit of a dip in there, but not anything that's too noticeable. But let's see here. Last month we were at 48.55. Now we're at 47.8. I did use this 23 times, so every time I did my makeup, and I used 0.75, so 3/4 of a gram. My brain had so much trouble coming up with that. So 3/4 of a gram used up on this. And that's actually kind of small for what I am typically using. Let me go back. Yeah, I'm used to using up like 1.5 grams. So like I said, I'll just have to see. Maybe it's because it's brand new and I'm just like getting my feet under myself with this. But definitely this is a bronzer that I want to finish by the end of the year. I really want to do the push. In my reflecting video that just went up on the 1st, I talked about my 2 bronzers that I want to pan next year. And one of you was like, hey, it's taken me 11 months just to hit pan on my Too Faced bronzer. And I'm like, all right, me wanting to pan 2 high-end bronzers next year, we will see how I do with those. But I love bronzer. I love to bronze up my face. I love, like, again, to add this shape to my face. So I am totally okay with that. And then, so this is the lip product that I was saying, like, hey, maybe we don't need to spend this much money on it. But this is the Lawless Forget the Filler. And this is in Cherry Vanilla. But those are our markings right there. That is 1 month of use right there. And with this, again, the packaging takes up so much room, the doe foot takes up so much room that you're hardly getting any product in these. Now, it is a beautiful gloss. I thought about using this one today, but again, I wanted to keep my markings where they like needed to be. So this is a beautiful product. I don't think it's any better than any other gloss on the market. I really don't. But last month with this one, we were at 31.86. Now we're at 31.35. I used this 13 times and used 0.5 gram. So that is 13 uses right there. So if you think about what we have, half of it left. So let's say on this that you get 15 uses per quarter of the actual component. So that's 30, 30 and 30 is 60. So you would only get 60 uses for the price of this gloss. Now, of course, I think I got this on sale, so I bought this for $22. But if I think about only getting 60 uses on something for $22, that to me is a little bit hard to swallow.
That's what she said.
Michael, please.
But again, it's a nice, lovely gloss, but I don't know. And like, again, a part of me wants to buy another one because the colors are so pretty and they just draw you in with the marketing. But definitely, I don't think that I need another one of those in my life unless I can get it on a really good deal. Like a really good deal. So Now, I forgot to cover this one here that's in my hands. I really thought that this was going to be an empty this month, but we have just a little bit more to go, and that is my Juvia's Place foundation. I mean, look at this thing. Ridiculous. Why is this thing not gone? So this is our tracking on the back, and I have to cover my face so that my camera will zoom in. But this is our tracking. Let's see here. On this one, we were at 34.04 last month. Now we're at 28.79. I did use this 21 times, and that the 21 between the 23 because I did my Get Ready With Me with the Estee Lauder foundation, and then I think one day I used my Fenty Eavesdrop instead of this one, so I only had the 21 uses, but we did use 5.25 grams of product. But yeah, this one is almost gone. We are so close on this product right here. So this is another one I'm going to roll in the replacement for it because I think I probably only have maybe like 5 more applications of this and it'll be gone. Like I can completely see through the center of the tube, and so I don't think I'm going to cut this one open, but I'm going to try to get as much product out of here as I absolutely can. But this will be remaining in until next update where we will see it as an empty. So that is all of my update items. So now we're going to look at the 2 items that I'm going to roll in as kind of the replacements for the things that are going to be gone in August. So we already kind of touched on this one. So this is my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm going to be tracking my Fenty Eavesdrop in my deck of panning, and we'll track the Estee Lauder in this project. And so I think from brand new, I only have like 4 uses on this so far, but we still are starting at the very top of this bottle. So I ordered this pump on Amazon. I will see if I can link it down below. All of my links, they are not affiliated. I get no kickbacks. I've actually been chatting with you guys because of last video about like links and using codes and getting discounts and that kind of thing. As of right now, as of the filming of this video, and I don't know if I'll ever change it, I actually pay to be able to create links. So I get no kickback whatsoever. I pay out of pocket to be able to create links and put them down there just so it's easier for you guys. I never want you guys to feel like you need to buy things or need to buy things through my links. I mean, do you. You spend your money how you need to. But I just wanted to put it out there that none of my links are affiliated. I get no commission, no kickback on any of my links. I actually pay money to be able to create those links for my channel. So that being said, back to Estee Lauder. So I used this for the first time in my Get Ready With Me video, and so I will be, no, I've only used this twice. So I used it in the Get Ready With Me video, and I used it once more. I meant to put a pinned comment on that Get Ready With Me that while I didn't really like this on application because I felt like it was too dry looking, this wore like iron. Like it did not move. We went out to the movies. I ate popcorn. We were in the hot car and in and out of like the hot Florida weather. This stuff did not break down. It did not budge. So after wearing it for about 6 hours and going out and, going to the movies and everything, it looked spectacular. So I kind of feel like it's going to look a little bit dry on application, but then when my oils come through, it's just going to wear even better. So I'm excited to learn a little bit more about how I best want to apply this and how it's going to best look on me. But I am very excited about tracking my progress on the Estee Lauder Double Wear. So we are starting at 117.74 grams for this foundation, and we will be tracking this probably well into next year. I don't anticipate, well, we have all of August, September, October, November, December, so we have 5 months. I don't think I'll be able to get done with this in 5 months, but we will definitely see where we're at the end of the year, and if we have to roll it in a little bit for next year, then that's cool too. But if you guys have any recommendations for foundations, I like fuller coverage. I have oily skin. I have acne prone skin. I live in a very hot and humid climate here in Florida. So if you guys have foundation recommendations, leave them down below. I kind of almost want to go back to the NARS Complete Matte Foundation because you get over a fluid ounce of product and it lasts and it's amazing. And like, I think it took me 9 months to go through that one foundation. So for me, that's bang for your buck. But I kind of still want to try some other things that are out there. So leave your foundation recommendations down below. And then the other product that we're going to be rolling in, I'm going to be rolling in my next lip liner to replace Oh Snap, and that is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Brink. So this is definitely a more warm toned color. As you guys can see, we have our line down there where it will be empty. Now, I forgot that I was going to be rolling this in, so I don't have any B-roll of this, but this is brand new. I wore it today, but it has not ever been sharpened. So this is, you know, me just wearing down a little bit of that tip with putting it on today, but this has never been sharpened. So this is brand spanking new, used once, and so we are going to be rolling in Brink. And Brink is starting off at 7.52 grams. So we will be, hopefully I'll pop up my graphic of it because I need to take a picture of it. Because again, I forgot that I was rolling that one in. But that is what Brink is looking like, brand spanking new. And the weight of the 7.52 is before I wore it today because I measured all of my stuff on the 31st. So that is where we're starting with Brink. So that is all of my progress and my 2 roll-ins for my rolling 10 pan. Now we have my pan matte palette for the year, and I am working on the ColourPop It's My Pleasure. Of course, my stuff is starting to come off of here, which is very sad because I love this packaging. But we saw last month that I did hit pan in fan fiction up there. And then you'll see that we have some pans missing. So the rest of this palette won't look any different because I have not dipped into this. What I decided to do is take the 4 shades that I wanted to focus on and I put them in another Makeup Geek compact. So these are the 4 shades right here that I'm focusing on. And actually the shimmer right here is Mr. Sandman. That's not Earthshine. So I wanted to get some more use on Mr. Sandman. But I have a pretty decent dip in Kittenfish. And then I have a decent dip in this dark purple, which, let me look to see, what is that one called? The dark purple is called Sleeper, which I do love me some sleeping. And then the more brownie one here, this one is called Pretty Cruel. So those are my 4 shades that I want to focus on. And like I said, I've gotten some really good dips on these ones as well. And you guys will be seeing, you know, any looks that I do throughout the month. I've been really good about taking pictures. And so you'll see pictures of these looks in my No Pan Left Behind that goes up. I do a little montage in there of all my looks, which I have to remember to take a picture of my look today. I'm using the Trick or Treat palette from Oden's Eye, so I went in with that red. Didn't really know what I was doing, but I topped it. Actually, this the shimmer on my lid is Glass Bull from ColourPop. So I did this setup with this red crease, and then I put that cool tone duochrome on my lid. And I mean, I'm digging it. You guys will have to let me know what you think of it, but I'm digging it. So this is what we're looking like. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to see, you know, the dips in these shades just because we have lots of light here. But I do have some really good dips on these 2 shades here. I'm going to still try my best with this palette. I think maybe at the end of the year, I mean, it doesn't like hurt me or hurt my storage situation to keep this palette in my collection. And I really do still love all these shades and all these colors. So I might just leave it as it is, but there are some shades in here that I could declutter and that I could do without. And so we will just have to see how I feel about the rest of this palette, but this palette is absolutely gorgeous. I do really, really love this palette from ColourPop. So that is the update on my Pan That palette for this year. I think I'm going to have to actually choose a more neutral Pan That palette for next year, because trying to pan a colorful palette, even though it is my favorite color, is a little bit difficult. So that is my complete update. I am super excited about our rollouts, and let me actually see, what are we looking at right now? 2, 4, 6, 8. So I have 8 empties, and then these 2 are lip liner and our foundation. These will be empties for next month. I probably have another 4 months, so this will be kind of like maybe a November, early December finish on this one. This one is going to be a photo finish on this eyeliner. I feel really good about being able to finish up my 2 lip glosses, and then I feel really good about finishing up this lipstick. Now, I think I already know I'm going to roll in another lipstick in the place of this one next month, but like I said, I just want to really like focus on this and make sure that I can get that little nub finished up before I roll in the replacement for that one. Plus, like I said, I want to actually roll something in next month and not just roll everything in this month in its place. So that is all I have. I hope that you guys enjoyed and that you have really found some inspiration in watching me use my products. I was having a conversation with one of you in the comments section on my last video, and you even said, like, I know that you're intentional about what you're bringing in because you're actually finishing up your products. You're bringing in what you're finishing. So I love that that kind of mindset is conveyed with all of my rambles and all of my tracking and all of my videos that I'm putting out. I thank each and every one of you for being kind and having those wonderful conversations with me down in the comment section, which I'm going to encourage you to do all the things. Make sure to hit a thumbs up on this video. Make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers by my birthday in September, so we have about a month and a half before we get to that point. So I thank each and every one of you who has already subscribed. But if you're lurking or if you have just found me, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and it's free for you. It really does help me out, and I am trying to reach that goal by my 40th birthday, the big 40. Very excited about it. But make sure to drop me a comment down below. Let me know about some foundations that you guys are loving. If you have similar skin or preferences to me, give me some recommendations so that maybe I can pick up a foundation during Black Friday. And then, let's see, anything else? No real rambles this week. What am I doing? No rambles for you guys? Well, then I'll let you guys go so I can get my graphics done and my editing done and get this video up for you guys. But I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, watching my videos, commenting, being kind, not only to me, but being kind to each other. I love the community that has found their way to my little space in my little corner of the internet. So I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have no idea. But I want to wish all of you guys a beautiful day, and I'll catch you very, very soon in my next one.